In this video, we are going to learn how to create function or code that is compatible with Windows and Mac. And in this video, we are going to learn how to create compatible code for selecting files. In Windows, we have an option that we can give user a window to select a particular file or multiple file actually. But in Mac, it's not possible. And in this video, I'm going to show you how can we do that in both cases, and how can the code can dynamically decide that if it's on Windows and use that Windows version of the code, and if it's on Mac, then use the Mac version of the code. So watch this video till the end. I have another video for folder selection. I'll put the link for that video in the cards right here. So in this particular file, this is our end code. Okay, so we'll have a button. If you click on this, then you can choose any specific file you want, and then you can put that file path here. Okay, and I have created a name range for this one, and I have created a sub for this one, and then I have bring all those code that is relevant in this particular sub, so it will be easier for me to explain the code. Okay, so if you look at the code, I am just saying that okay, use this reusable function that I have in my function collection. So you can see get selected file path, and if you look carefully, then when I was selecting this, it was only giving me option for Excel file. You can see we don't have any other file, right? And that is because I have a filter, look carefully, dot Excel and then dot again. So this file name should be started with this whatever it is, and then we have a dot and then Excel and then another asterisk. That means it can be anything else as well. So Excel SX, so that asterisk means SX part. Okay, so that is doing its job, that filter out this, and then if I just transform it, okay, it should be Excel AM. And now if I just try to do this, then you see that I do have only few example file, right? So that's how we can do the filtering as well when we are doing this file selection. But this is only available in Windows, it's not available in Mac, so it will not work in Mac as it is working in Windows. Okay, so if you go into the code, then it says get selected file path, and this is conditional compilation. You can see I'm just checking that if it's a Mac version, then use this part of the code, and if it's a Windows version, then use this part of the code. And let me show you when I'm doing this in a debugging mode. So if I click on this, you can see it will not step through this if part. But if it is like without conditional compilation code, it will stop here first, and it will check that if it's true or false, and then it will go into this part or this part based on the true or false. But as it is a conditional compilation, it is not going to do anything with this part because I'm on the Windows version. So it is just going directly in this Windows version of the code. Okay, so that's how we can write compatible code, and we can decide if it's running on a Windows or if it's running on a Mac OS. And based on that OS, we can decide which part of the code we want to use. Okay, you can see get selected files path. So I do have another sub that can select multiple files based on one parameter that is multi-selected. Okay, and if you look at this code, it's just saying that get this file dialog, and then allow multi-select depends on this one, and then title is whatever we have given in the prompt. Initial file name, if you want to open this file selector on a specific folder, then you can just use this particular function. So that's another cool tips. And then we do have this filter.clear, and it's adding the filter. Okay, so it's adding that Excel AM, and then it's just returning this selected files path, and as it is a single select, it will just selecting the first item. Okay, so that's how we can do that selecting stuff in Windows version. And if you look carefully, for the Mac version, get selected file or files on Mac, then you can see that if it's a one file, then I do have a part of the Mac script. If it's multiple files, then we do have another part of the Mac script. So we are using Mac script to get the same kind of field or same kind of pop-up window so that user can select visually. Okay, so we are using Mac script here. And most of my Mac script code is from Mac Excel, so you can check their website as well. So set the file to choose file with prompt, so it just set whatever we have chosen to this particular variable and use this prompt without multiple selection allowed. So it's just saying it as it is a single file selection, so use this condition that we shouldn't be able to select multiple files as a string, and then VB new line return POSIX path of the file. So basically it's just returning whatever we have stored in this particular variable. Okay, and if it's for multiple file, then it's set the files variable whatever we have chosen with multiple selection allowed, and then it just set the POSIX files to an empty array, and then it's repeat with a file in the file, so it's looping through the files, and set the end of the POSIX files to POSIX path of a file, so it just set end of the array, so it is just pushing into that array, and later on it just delimiting it like set TID text item delimiter to text item delimiter ASCII character 10, so it's just using new line as a delimiter to the POSIX file as a text item delimiter to TTD, and so on. And at the end it just returning the POSIX file. So you can just copy paste this code, and then you can use this code in script editor and you can test out as well. And then it's just calling this make script function, and then if you look at carefully that we have said that okay, the text delimiter is going to be character 10, and when it's a multiple file, so we are just splitting by that character 10. Okay, and that's how we get the pop-up in make version, and we have created a reusable function that you can just bring into any particular project and you can use this. I'll show you the make version of the demo. So click on this button and select a file path, and you can get the idea. Okay, I'm using a name range as well to set the file path, so you can use this in Power Query or in VBA dynamically. So that's it for this video. Let me know if you have any question or suggestion. Consider subscribing and share this video with someone you know that might need this particular video. Have a good day.